Hi, this is Steve Hall with Great Southern Yachts here in Destin, Florida, and serving the Southeast United States. We're on board today a brand new 2017 75-foot Horizon, a luxury semi-custom motor yacht, one of the best in the world. We just start out here in the back deck. If you've noticed, one of the primary features here is we have this beautiful dining area, this seating that will seat 8 people. And this is where, when you're on a prolonged cruise, in the morning you'll have coffee and breakfast and watch the water around you and have dinner and then cocktails, and a great place to enjoy your friends and family. In addition to have the table and the seating, you have also a refrigerator here and a bar service area there. You also notice you have a lower control station for the captain. He can plug in a plug and play unit, they call it, and he can walk all over the back of the boat and move the boat as needed. But one of the things about Horizon is they are considered one of the highest quality yachts in the world. If you look at the boat, the fit and finishes on it are as like enamel. They're very smooth, there's no print through, there's no orange peel feeling, it's all like enamel. It's just perfect. And their fit and finish is second to none and superior to most. Here we are inside the beautiful yacht. As you notice, their key features are openness and lightness and airiness. If you look throughout the boat, no matter what angle you look, you can see the water. So the boat's not cut up, so you get that feeling of being out on the water. You'll notice the luxurious accommodations. The wood is just gorgeous, and then the finishes, and look at the joiner work, how effortlessly everything opens and glides. You start back here and you've got another cocktail area. You've got a nice wine chiller for your better vintages you want to keep chilled. And then of course you got beautiful seating to seat 10, 12 people. Lots of storage here. If you want to watch a ball game, that section right here raises up and it's a big screen TV, so you can watch whatever sporting event you want. And of course, the other thing too is, when you're eating and drinking, sooner or later, you'll need to go to the restroom. And this has what's called a day head, so it's close to everything and real convenient, super convenient. And then as you go through the boat, you have the living area, the salon area here, and then it moves up, and then you have the galley area. Notice how they achieved a little effect of separation without blocking the view by putting this piece of wood here. And then you walk into the galley and you've got a full service galley that any chef or anybody would like to cook in. Full size appliance, top of the line, brand names, dishwasher, trash compactor, full size oven, 5 burner top, microwave convection oven, and just look at the refrigeration storage. You've got a full-size Sub-Zero refrigerator. Then underneath, you've got 2 drawers. And then over here on the opposite side of the boat, you've got 2 more freezer drawers. So the idea is if you're cruising and you want to go to the Bahamas and you want to be gone for 2 or 3 weeks, you can carry all the food and water and things to eat that you can possibly think of. Then forward of this, on those days when it's just a little too warm or just a little rainy or cloudy, you have a beautiful breakfast nook area. Now, this being a semi-custom boat, some people choose to put a lower station here, but this one was built with a breakfast area. I personally think the breakfast area is a better use of the space because it's kind of nice to sit here and drink a cup of coffee while it's raining outside, or have a leisurely breakfast and read the newspaper. Next thing you'll notice is all the design features in here. Horizon has an in-house design team that works with the individual owners to match the wood and compare the stone and the wood, and they have so many different options for you and so many different palettes that they can put together for the prospective owners. Now, on either side, you'll notice something that goes back to the quality of the boat is the hardware. If you look at this door, this looks like something that ought to be on a battleship. Look at all the metal and how bulky it is and strong it is. But it's also finished out in the beautiful wood, and then it's so balanced that anyone can open it. And then you can step forward and go to the bow of the boat, or if you need to handle a line, you can go back to the right or down the side of the boat on the port. Here we are in the VIP stateroom. This is for very important guests. This is not the owner's room, but believe me, I've stayed in a lot of luxury hotels that weren't nearly this nice. You've got a beautiful queen-size bed with a partial walk around on both sides, easy to get in and out of. You've got nice sized portholes with lots of natural lighting. Again, the interior of the boat, all the staterooms and compartments are finished like the rest of the boat. The beautiful woodwork, the joinery, see how it works so nice together. Then you've got a hanging locker on either side for his and her, so you can have a place to put your clothes while on trip. You've got also storage underneath the bed. And then of course you got the TV, so that when you're relaxing, watch a little TV. One of the features that in a lot of boats they kind of skimp on is the restroom area, or the head, or the bathroom, whatever you want to call it. Nautical term is head. But you see, this one is finished out the same degree as the rest of the boat. Marble floors, just absolutely gorgeous, very spacious, and it doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you're a big guy, it's nice to have a shower stall you can fit in. This is the secondary stateroom, or bunk room as we like to call it. The idea here is if you have two ladies traveling with you or two men traveling with you, they don't mind sharing a room. But also in a pinch, this will pull together and make into one also full-size bed. So you can have a couple in here as well. And again, you've got a nice space, very open and light, got its own natural light. TV, all the controls are convenient to hand, your own air conditioner so you can control your climate. Yep. You've got the head, so you've got tons of room in there that anybody can fit into. Another really unique feature of the boat, and very nice, is it's got a full-size washer and dryer. It's got one in the aft part of the boat, which we'll see later on, but then you've also got one here, because this is where you wash bed linens and pillows and stuff like that. Saves many a step. Here we are in the master stateroom of the boat, and this is one of the places that really is a gem. If you'll notice the full beam size bedroom, this is bigger than a lot of places that people have in houses already. It's just huge. And then of course you've got the big windows, so you got lots of natural lighting. When you're out on the ocean and you're sleeping on the boat, one of the things people have told us over years of market research is they want to see the water, they want to see the light, so this allows that to happen. This is the side of the boat generally associated with the lady, and you notice it's got little trick things like a built-in mirror, and then a nice little makeup mirror, and then a nice little stool that pulls out so she can work on putting her face together in the morning how she wants. Isn't that nice? This all tucks away out of sight. Very clever. Here you have a refrigerator, because if you get thirsty in the middle of the night, you don't have to go up to the bridge and get one, or up to the other level. A large screen Samsung TV. I don't know, it looks like it's like 52 inches. And then you go into the master bath and shower. If you'll notice, you got his and her sink basins, you've got a walk-in shower, just beautifully laid out and easy to use, where everything's where it's supposed to be. Then over here, you've got a little area where you can sit and read a book or pause a little bit in your daily activities. And then another really cool feature is you've got a full-size walk-in closet. How many yachts can say that? Here we are on the enclosed flybridge of this model. One of the options is an open flybridge, but this particular boat is enclosed, and by that it means it's actually got walls and windows encapsulated around the area you see here. This is where the captain runs the boat from here, or the owner-operator. We have a lot of owner-operators that enjoy running their own boats. The three screens you see are a very complex system where you can control every pump, motor, light, everything that is electrical has got an engine on the boat from here. The idea is that helps you better monitor what's going on with the boat, see anything, issues or that might be arising, or then you can turn it off before it becomes a problem. And these are Stid chairs that look like they came off the bridge of the Starship Enterprise, if I don't date myself by saying that. And then back here, when you're moving, everybody likes to see where you're going. So you got a nice big square table here, and you got seating for like I'll say 6 to 8 adults. And then you got a beautiful view out all corners. Again, emphasis on openness and light. Over here, you have a big screen TV, because you wouldn't want to miss the playoffs because you're moving your yacht around. You can sit up here in air conditioned comfort, watch the world go by, and watch the game. And again, you have an ultra convenience. You have another dayhead. As you go outside the back area of the boat, you'll find an outdoor entertaining area. What you've got here is this boat is set up so that it has a hydraulic swim platform that goes up and down in the water, so that frees this area up. You can carry another dinghy here, but some people choose not to. So when you come out here, what you've got is you've got a really beautiful entertaining area. If you look over here, you've got a real barbecue grill, okay, and you've got good refrigeration to store your food that you're going to prepare. Over here you have a bar area, and notice you actually have a built-up bar, and on this side you got 3 bar stools. Isn't that cool? Now what you do a lot of times is people will take lawn chairs, not lawn chairs, but lounging chairs and put up here once they're stopped, so it makes like a little sunning beach for the area. You also have a huge door going down to the aft deck, so you know if you're wearing a bathing suit, you've been swimming or something like that, and you want to come up to this area, you don't have to go into the body of the boat. You go up and down that, and then it's got a full-length cover, so if you've got small children or people not paying attention, they won't fall down the stairs. You also have another ladder. It's not out right now, but we'll let you go up to this level for maintenance of electronics, things like that. Here we are on the swim platform of the E75, and this is the part I was telling you about. It's hydraulic. Will take a 1,500-pound weight. You can put like a nice Sea-Doo on here or a couple of skis. Another neat feature of it is you can kind of make your own private beach. You can pull up to wherever you want to anchor. These will come up, and then you can lower the swim platform down so it's like a foot in the water. So if you got small kids or people can sit on the swim platform and dangle their legs in the water. Then you turn and go here. Of course, you got storage for fenders, extra lines, etc. here. And then you go inside again, this well-constructed door that's very extremely nicely balanced. Then we go into the crew area and access to the engine room. One of the things to having a happy yacht is having a happy crew, and that crew area needs to be as nice as any of the other accommodations. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but again, we have a full-size washer and dryer down here. Helps them keep their clothes and uniforms in great shape. Then you have a little area here so that they can have well, it's bigger than an efficiency department. You've got a refrigeration, you've got a microwave, you've got storage for their personal effects. These stools come out so that they can sit down and eat, have a little area to get away, because at the end of the day, they've been with the owner and his guests. They need to be off too, just like they need to have some time alone. Then this one is set up with 2 bunks, and when you come in here, shoot this right one. As you can see, these are full-size bunks, accommodate a full-size man. A lot of these boats have a man-woman team of husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend. She assists in the duties and also cooks, which is wonderful. To get up in the morning and have breakfast ready or have somebody making you little snacks. And then they've got a nice area to retire to at the end of the day so they can sleep and get ready for the next day. Now behind this waterproof door, we have the engine room. Okay, this boat is powered by Caterpillar C32 Acerts, over 1,600 horsepower apiece. These come with a warranty that when purchased new, you can extend the warranty all the way out to 8 years or 8,000 hours. But look at them. Look how powerful and new and shiny. You know, no hours on them to speak of as of yet. The boat also comes with a pressurizing system, so this area is pressurized, called a Delta T. That keeps salt water from coming in. It has also got what's called zero-G stabilizers, so that the boat's sitting still, it will be stable, and when it's moving, it will be stable. In other words, the waves might be coming like this, and rather than the boat rocking, it will remain in a much more stable condition. You've got also a built-in water maker. These are the sight gauges for the fuel. This particular boat holds 1,800 gallons of fuel. Got a tremendous range on it, but it's got a good turn of speed as well. It'll run 27 knots, or about 31 miles an hour wide open, and cruises comfortably at 20 knots and economically. Here we are out on the bow of the boat. You know, the one thing you want on the boat is different areas that people can get away. We've already seen in this boat, you have the aft deck, you have the salon, you have the breakfast area, you have the enclosed bridge, you have the aft deck, and then you also have the crew area. One of the other things that are really popular is you have a nice U-shaped sofa here. And you pardon, we didn't take all the cushions off because rain is imminent. But you know, you've got a nice place, a table to the drink holder built in, so when the boat's on anchor or you're just gently making way, the people can get out here and relax and enjoy the breeze in their hair. And then of course you've got a nice sofa bed here for sunning that the cushions come up, and also making a couple of recliners. One of the things that makes Horizon unique is every year they have a, well, every other year they have a getaway, and they get all the Horizons owners together and talk about their boats. You know, one of the things they wanted was some lights up here. So they have lots of little innovations like that, you know, that are very unique to Horizon. Another thing, of course, we're during the daylight, but they have LED rope lighting underneath here. So at night, the boat just lights up beautifully. It's got underwater lights, you know, makes a really nice show. Well, this has been Steve Hall with Great Southern, and thank you for taking a look at our beautiful Horizon Custom E75. A few words about Horizon. As one of the top boat builders in the world, they've built over 600 yachts, and they've built over 150 super yachts. They have 6 factories in various parts of the world. The boats come complete, and one of the things that they're famous for is they'll semi-customize the boat to you. What that means to you is you can choose different woods, different fabrics to suit your individual taste, because let's face it, we all have a certain style that we like best. They make these boats all the way from in the high 60s, like 65, 68, all the way up to 160 foot. And who knows, if you have an inkling, they might build one a little bit bigger for you too. This boat will be here on the Northern Gulf and be touring Panama City, Destin, Pensacola, and Orange Beach. Love for you to come by and take a look at it and have a chance to go through the boat and check some things out for yourself. Thank you for coming.